go, baby.
George, Sky, JC, Fidel Fuentes, Mr.
Para kay Marky out, and no problem.
2022 Mpbl
Kaya yung mayanigang bakbakan.
Yesterday we were down south. Now we're back up here in the north at San Fernando City. Brenzy Giao Sports Complex is the venue for our games today. Tapos na lahat ng mga Game 1 series natin. Game 2 will be played today here at the Brenzy Giao Convention Center. First off, we have the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards facing the Marikina Shoemasters, and then later on we have the home squad, the Pampanga Giant Lanterns, looking to finish their series with the Bataan Risers. Enzo Hoson on your screens, looking to force Game 3 against the unbeaten still, the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, happening in just a bit. At mamaya, Bataan versus Pampanga, malalaman natin in just a bit which teams will advance or which teams will force a Game 3. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Abby Palanya, joined by Coach Aldo Panlilio for your panel today. And Aldo, do you think Nueva Ecija will be finishing this series, or can Marikina force a Game 3?
With how Nueva Ecija are perfectionists, seeing that their record is unbroken, I'm sure Nueva Ecija will do everything in their power, and since they respect who they're playing, they're gonna finish this as best as they can.
We'll see if that will hold true today. Let's meet the third member of our broadcast panel, Miss Gianna Llanes. She will be doing courtside duty for us today. G, how are you?
I'm doing great. You know, this venue has been iconic throughout the season, where the bleachers really that all four teams playing today will really fight a good game because playoffs na nga, and they have that mentality. So I'm going to elaborate more on that during my reports. Back to you guys.
Thank you, G. We're excited to hear your reports later on as the games progress. Pero we also invite everybody who is not in the venue to watch us. We are live on 1PH as well as on our Facebook and YouTube channel. So abangan nyo kami dyan. Catch us on our live stream. Even yung game natin mamaya. And I'm sure we're very excited to bring the games to you because Game 2 na nga today, Aldo. And ang dami na pwede mangyari. May teams na pwede mag-advance. May teams na pwede mag-force ng Game 3. Let's first, before we delve into the action sa ating mga laro, tingnan natin ang action sa ating mga social media accounts. Our fans very much active on our social media shoutout. Si Nick Ambat Valdez, sabi niya, good luck mga idol, Renz Palma, Jonathan Oiloan, Clark Derihe, let's go Nerves. At si Marwin Embo, sabi niya naman, let's go Marikina, okay bet. Si Nina Mangati naman, she's cheering on the former Lanterns as they shine anew with the Vanguards. Good luck to Mickey. That's Michael Wico, by the way. So titingnan natin which of these teams will be kukuha ng lakas sa kanilang mga fans from social media. Let's talk about the game last time nitong parehong kupunan, Game 1, where Nueva Ecija just really steamrolled over the Marikina Shoemasters. But before we delve into that discussion, let's take a look at the playoff bracket. Sabi nga natin kanina, all teams already played Game 1. So Nueva Ecija getting one up over Marikina, Pampanga getting one over Bataan, so did Pasig City, and San Juan. Zamboanga did so on their home court against Muntinlupa. Bacolod upset Gensan. Yesterday, Batangas won over Bacoor, as well as Rizal stunning Sarangani. So everybody already starting off their series, and we move on to the second phase today. Let's talk about the last game of the Marikina Shoemasters and the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. This was total domination from start to finish. Nueva Ecija led by 10 after 1, extended it to 15 at halftime, and never looked back after that.
This is where Nueva Ecija was made for playoff time and showing their domination of that game, 103-71. Total complete, for a lack of a better word, annihilation from Nueva Ecija over the Marikina.
Yeah, that's right. And you know, there were 4 players who scored in double figures for the Rice Vanguards, and here's the numbers on your screens from that game.
Field goal percentage, 55. It's hard to beat a team shooting 55% from the floor, and the mastery of all other statistics, more than doubling in assists and fast breaks and in bench points.
61 bench points for the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Their depth really highlighted in that game. Game 1, titingnan natin if Marikina can adjust coming into this second game. Let's take a look at our player matchups for today. We have Michael Wico going up against the top gun of the Marikina Shoemasters. Ito si Enzo Hoson. Mike only had 7 points in their last game. Enzo had 13, but you know, 13 points is not enough if you're the top gun of the Shoemasters, Aldo.
And especially with the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, anyone can be a big-time player for them. We're highlighting a player with 7 points, but then it just goes to show how well-balanced this Nueva Ecija squad team is. And that Enzo also needs a better game today just to be able to keep in step with the Nueva Ecija Vanguards.
Well, those two players are with Gianna Lianes at courtside. G, go ahead.
I'll begin with you, Enzo. Alam naman natin na malaking accomplishment para sa koponan nyo to reach the playoffs this season because it's the first time that Marikina has done that. Going into the game today, what is your team's biggest mindset?
Well, sabi ni Coach Elvis sa amin na we just don't want our season to end yet. So, starting for this game, we just want to go all out and give whatever we can para no regrets kami, whatever the decision ng game.
Thank you very much. Ikaw naman, Michael, alam namin natin na besides playing for the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, ikaw ay isa rin proud Kapampangan. So you have the best of both worlds right now. Gaano ka kasaya to be playing in your home province while also having a Nueva Ecijana crowd to support you?
Actually, puro Kapampangan talaga ako. So kailangan ko talaga magpakita ngayon. Kahit na Kapampangan ako, syempre yung mga Nueva Ecijano nanonood ngayon. So kailangan mag-perform talaga.
Thank you very much. Once again, that was our player matchup. Michael Wico from the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards and Enzo Hoson from the Marikina Shoemasters. Turning it over now to our Coliseum barker, Mpbl Nueva Ecija, to start the game.
Maya pagat panapon mga kabalen, and we are back here at the Branzigiao Convention Center for the continuation of the OK Bet Manny Pacquiao's Mpbl 4th Season Playoffs presented by Extreme. This is game number 2 of the best of 3 quarterfinal series in the North Division between Nueva Ecija and Marikina, with the Rice Vanguards leading the series 1-0. Let us now meet the starters. First, they are looking to be the first team to advance in the North Division semifinals. Number 1 ranked, the undefeated Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Starting at center, number 14, Will McAloney. Power forward, number 23, Jay Collado. One guard, number 0, Pamboy Raimundo. Also at guard, number 51, Big Bang Toto Byron Villarias. And the other forward from San Fernando, Pampanga, number 29, Mike Wico. The head coach for Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards is Gerson Cabiltes. Assistant coaches Noy Catalan, Arnold Oliveros, Bong Pineda, Joseph Gion, and Harold Nang. Team managers and team owners are Raymond Dizon, Ivan Cuevas, Rian Cuevas, Bong Cuevas, and Palayan City Honorable Mayor Vian Cuevas. And now, giving their all, fighting like there's no tomorrow, at the number 8 spot, the Marikina Shoemasters. OK Bet. Starting at center, number 20, Mark Atabay. Power forward, number 11, Nomer Gonzalez. Also at forward, number 22, R.R. Casajeros. Starting at guard, number 2, Terence Garcia. And at one guard, number 15, Enzo Hoson. The head coach for Marikina Shoemasters OK Bet is Councilor Elvis Tolentino, assisted by PJ Navarro, Raisel Castro, Warren Ibanez, Monroe Quezon, and EJ Deveza. Team manager is Dr. Rianji.
Starters for this ball game, Pamboy Raimundo, Byron Villarias in the backcourt. Will McAloney is the man in the middle. Jay Collado, Michael Wico para kay Coach Gerson Cabiltas. Sa kabila naman it's Enzo Hoson, Terence Garcia, Mark Atabay, Nomer Gonzalez, and R.R. Casajeros. Tall lineup to start here for the Rice Vanguards. Collado and McAloney starting side by side in that front line. Marikina wins the opening tip. Gonzalez, guarded by McAloney. Casajeros, drive to the left. Ball tapped out of bounds. Possession will stay with the red shirts.
Let's see what adjustments Marikina has for today's game. After that last game that they had, I'm sure they had so many things to watch on tape. I'm expecting a closer matchup today from them.
The last game was a 103-71 beatdown that happened in the home court of the Rice Vanguards all the way in Palayan City. 6 seconds on the shot clock here in the opening possession for Marikina. 3 seconds. Hoson Could not get that one to go. That was way out.
Bad shot forced by the defense of Nueva Ecija. Hounding defense on the inside, forcing a way off outside shot.
Aldo, if you're a team like Marikina going up against a very deep team like Nueva Ecija, what do you think is going through the mind of Coach Elvis Tolentino when he prepares for games like this?
I'm sure he talked to all of his players saying, look, wala na tayong magagawa. Win or go home, everything to gain, nothing to lose. So I'm sure he's expecting all his players to give it their all 100% on offense, on defense. Kasi when you're playing against a team like this, wala talaga eh. You can't play anything less than an A+ type of game.
Nueva Ecija gets the stop. Wico had 7 points. He was the topic of our player matchup going head-to-head with Enzo Hoson. Gets the first 2 points on the board.
That's just skill right there. Going on his strong side, driving against 3 Marikina defenders and still scoring on the turnaround spin move.
Garcia kontrapelo dun sa galaw na yon. And he gets the foul on that fishing expedition.
Here's that good defense starts the offense, and here this is just skill. Drop crossover spin move to his strong side. I wouldn't say the easy deuce, but for him, he makes it look easy.
Michael Wico, a fixture in the starting lineup for Coach Gerson Cabiltes this season. And for good reason. He brings the energy, the intensity, and the tenacity on both ends of the floor. A member of the elite 1,000-point club here in the MPBL.
It's just really nice having players like that at your disposal. Magaling ka na nga, umi-effort ka pa on offense and defense. What more can you ask for from a player?
And that's not to say that he hasn't had a lot of experience under his belt. Michael Wico has been here in the MPBL since the beginning, has had PBA experience, and usually players at that stage in their careers medyo magsuslow down na, but not Michael Wico.
And usually coming from the PBA, when you come to other leagues, medyo kumpiyansa ka eh. Parang ako, dun ako galing. But with players like Wico, Raimundo, and majority of these Nueva Ecija players, they're really giving their team owner and their coach a reason to be happy. Walang kumpiyansa sa kanila, hence their undefeated record.
21-0 to end the regular season. 22-0 now after that Game 1 win. There's that jump shot by Nomer Gonzalez to put Marikina up 4-2. The magic number to sweep for Nueva Ecija is 30. Wico getting a reverse underneath. That's now 4 points for Nueva Ecija, all courtesy of Michael Wico, the hometown hero.
That drive wasn't easy, but defenders really have a hard time committing to a defender, to an offensive player, because there's so many weapons on the floor. So if it's a pick, are you gonna hard show? Are you gonna follow? You're really gonna second guess what you're gonna do defensively. Off that pick, this defender just got lost. None of them could commit because, again, so many offensive options for Nueva Ecija.
It's really pick your poison when you go up against a team as deep as the Rice Vanguards. Casajeros answers back with a short stab, 6-4. Bacaloni drives to his strong side, finishes. We're going back and forth here, 6 apiece.
Again, just isolation basketball just goes to show how well built this Nueva Ecija squad is. Everyone can score, everyone can play defense. As Garcia scores on the other end for Marikina, giving them a 2-point lead.
Well, ito na naman Nueva Ecija. They have this trademark in most of their games this season of starting out flat, or at least giving the other team a chance to stay competitive in a game. But then pagdating ng third and fourth quarters, doon na talaga sila umaalagwa.
I think it's not the offense, it's more of the defense for me. They usually turn on their defense at the second half of the game, but there, Wico turned on the Jets with that tap-in to tie the game up at 8 apiece.
At 6 points already in the game for Michael Wico. All points of Nueva Ecija belonging to him except for 2. Gonzalez, kick out to the left. Garcia up and under. Macaloni secures the rebound.
That shot was bothered by Macaloni on the way up.
Will sees some daylight, and that's his favorite move, coming from the outside, going to his left, and backing it off the glass.
It's hard to stop Will when he has a full open lane. Just needs 1 to 2 dribbles, 2 steps, strong upper body, finishes through the contact. And again, individual plays right now working for Nueva Ecija.
Oh, talking about individual plays, that guy, Terence Garcia, has been keeping Marikina afloat here. 6 points now in the game after that basket. Excellent feed by RR Casajeros, finishing despite the defense of Pamboy Raimundo. Ito si Terence Garcia.
And there's Will Macaloni with that bump and finish for the 2 points, driving from the outside, going inside.
Garcia completes the 3-point play, puts Marikina ahead once again, 11-10.
I think what we'll see more in this game is if Marikina can sustain this for 3 more quarters. Right now, they're keeping it close, but like you said, Javi, second half has always been Nueva Ecija's bread and butter this whole season.
That is the million-dollar question every team has been waiting to have the answer to this season. But Marikina, so far, so good. Nomer Gonzalez, point-blank shot is good.
Speaking of point-blank, Wico missing a point-blank shot on the other end. Eh, mas gusto niya yata may bantay kaysa sa open na open. Yung pinaka-open, di pa niya nasa-shoot. Pero yung may bantay, shoot na shoot.
Well, Collado making good on that turnaround. Hook shot, kissing it off the glass as well. Both teams shooting at a very high clip from the field to begin our game.
And if you've noticed, all shots right now from all teams have been from the inside.
Except
no
for that one.
three-point conversions yet.
Macaloni sidestepping to the right side, trying to finish with the left still. And he collects the personal against the Marikina defense.
Still a good decision by Will Macaloni. Even though he got blocked, there was contact and still rewarded with 2 free throws.
And that for me is one of the reasons why Nueva Ecija is so hard to stop, because even their bigs run the floor.
And it's a luxury to have a big who can dribble. All you need is 1-2 dribbles to get to the paint. Conventional bigs have to play inside, but then you have a 6'4", 6'5" guy with a good build driving straight to you from the outside. That's pretty hard to stop.
That free throw by Will Macaloni is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang sabuk at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Rice Vanguards now up by 1, 14-13, more than halfway through the first frame.
Let's see if Marikina can convert here on this possession.
Opiso is into the game and right away creates impact. 3-point shot galing kay Jason Opiso.
They'll need more of that in this game just to stay close. As right now, Nueva Ecija also shooting at a very, very high clip.
Actually, that's the first miss of the Rice Vanguards in this game. Prior to that, they were 3 out of 3. Opiso stops on a dime, 1 dribble. Too strong. Wico pushing. Oson goes for the gamble. Villarias, right corner 3 is good.
Good decision. Good decision to pass it out right there. Usually, when you're already that deep, you would take it. But if you see that guy open, you wouldn't mind kicking it out for an open 3.
Turnover for Marikina. Another chance here para sa Nueva Ecija to extend this 1-point advantage. Substitutions for both squads. Esid Gabo, Jonathan Oiloan, Michael Mabula coming in para kay Coach Gerson Cabiltes. Dex Mescaliado inserted in by Coach Elvis Tolentino for Marikina.
If I'm not mistaken, that was the first 3-point conversion of Nueva Ecija during that possession.
That's right. While Marikina has yet to find their mark after 2 attempts from downtown.
And such a nice thing to have. Another big man who can finish at the basket, draw contact, and really just pound you for fouls.
And there you see Mrs. Mabulak on your screens. Always an avid supporter on the sidelines, cheering on her husband. Yung si Michael Mabulak, who misses the second free throw. And ito si Michael Mabulak, I've always been saying that he's having a very easy time going up against the bigs here in the Mpbl because he used to go against Junmar Pardo lang naman every day in practice before his time here.
Kung hindi ka pa makakakumpiyansa doon, hindi ko na alam kung ano pa kailangan mo. Baka NBA player na yung kumpiyansa na kailangan mo. But again, learning from one of the, if not the best big men to ever play Philippine basketball, that's just a nice thing to have every single day at practice.
Six-time PBA MVP as Michael Wico gets another basket. That's now 8 points in the game for the former San Sebastian Stag. Nueva Ecija up by 4.
Marikina needs to address this mini run right now. If you let Nueva Ecija see the bottom of the net, it just gets bigger and bigger.
Oh, interior passing right there. Beautifully done by Marikina. Atabay finding a piso underneath.
High, low, low play. Good decision, good passing, and good patience.
Oh, Atabay forcing that turnover against Macaloni.
But if you noticed in that possession, if Will Macaloni wasn't stepping on the line, Michael Mabulak was right there already waiting for him as we see this fast break play by Michael Wico, uncontested for the easy two-pointer, leading scorer of the Nueva Ecija Vanguards, and this high-low, low play by Marikina.
Garcia getting another basket para sa Marikina. That's now 9 points in the game for Terence Garcia. Oh, Mabulak, a rare air ball from 15 feet.
Hesitated a little on that jump shot, but look for him to get it back in the next possession.
Nueva Ecija almost comes up with a steal, but Gabo steps on the line. Marikina will have possession once again.
Now look at this move right here by Garcia. Behind the back, crossover. Caught Renz flat-footed there for the unmolested two-point shot.
Mescaliado sets up for 3. Airballs that one.
I don't mean to sound like a stereotype, pero pag nakakita ka ng body type na player na para si Garcia, parang lahat sila magaling mag-dribble eh. Lahat sila maliksi. Alam mo yun, di mo alam kung anong titira ba, di dribble. Players with that build are really quick and agile.
I do have to agree with you. These are the kinds of players that you see in the playgrounds. As Oiloan, 6-1 from downtown, specialty of the house. Galing kay Jonathan Oiloan. Atabay receives out to Opiso. Hoson met by Palma. Escaliado working on Jonathan Oiloan. Gets a screen from Opiso. Jason goes for 3. Off to the right. Nueva Ecija running. Bobby B. Back out. Oiloan. One fake, one dribble. Step to the side. Short. Oh, Balucanag. Look at the way that he rose up for that rebound. But he will be called for the loose ball foul.
Someone as big as that, jumping over you, medyo matatakot ka talaga. Bigla na lang may tumatalo na malaking mama sa likod mo. Called for the offensive foul though. That, alam mo, minsan iniisip ko yung mga player na ganyan. Pati siguro sila naiisip nila na bakit pa ako tutulak when pwede ko na lang talunan, kunin ko na lang yung bola. Pero then, minsan, di natin na napapansin, may konting tulak.
Oh, you had a chance to handle Bobby Balucanag during the Mpbl Invitational to 2 Christmases ago. You know, I'm just amazed at the athleticism that he has, despite the numerous injuries that he's had on his knee.
And when you look at him, he looks like a really big guy. Typical, oh, malaki lang yung katawan niyan, banger lang yan. Pero once he gets up there, it's like, may spring sa pa eh. Pero again, you know, right now I'm sure the coaching staff and the team of Nueva Ecija looking to just temper all their players, keep them fresh for the long run in the playoffs. And it's showing right now, 21-0, looking to go 22 as Marikina cuts the lead to 2 points.
22-0 actually already, looking to go 23.
Looking to go 23.
17 seconds remaining in the first. Gabo setting up Palma. Renz the drive. Loses it on the way up. That's going to be off his knee. Marikina will have last crack at the basket here. 12.4 seconds on the game clock.
Lots of turnovers for Nueva Ecija, but still up 2 points. Let's see if Marikina can change that, tying up the ball game or even a chance to take the lead.
Sumalakay trying to hand it off to Hoson. He does. Ooh, that's early. Enzo could not get that three-point shot to drop. And that marks the end of quarter number 1 here at the Brent Zigyao Convention Center. This is the first game of your Saturday playoff doubleheader at the Brent Zigyao Convention Center. Michael Wico zoomed to an early run, had 8 points in the first frame, but so did that guy, Terence Garcia. Aldo, your thoughts on that first quarter?
Well, right now, if you're Marikina, you're thankful you're this close to Nueva Ecija, and now coach just has to tell his team to stick with it, and I believe that as long as you keep it close until the end, you have a chance to take the win.
Oh, they are definitely doing much better now. They were down by 10 after 1 in game 1, but now just down by 2, 23-21. We'll be back for the second quarter.
Actually the second time this season that Nueva Ecija is facing Marikina here in Pampanga. But this time around, the Rice Vanguards brought 400 Nueva Ecijanos with them, waving pink and blue balloons in the crowd. Alam naman natin na kultura ito ng koponan ng Nueva Ecija pre-pandemic, so they don't want to miss the opportunity daw to continue that tradition in time for playoffs. And as we saw, while Jay Collado is back for the Rice Vanguards today, wala naman si Chris Beton. He can barely walk due to a bad fall from practice. Javi and Aldo?
Thank you for that report, G. 400 people in the stands, Nuevo Ecijanos supporting their Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards team, traveling all the way here to Pampanga. That's just amazing.
That's the beauty of the Mpbl. You really get to show your loyalty and your support to your team. And how else can you show the best support by traveling that far? And not just 50, 100, but 400 of them. Almost half the arena filled with Nueva Ecija fans.
In anticipation of them sweeping this series against the Marikina Shoemasters. First quarter field goal story on your screens. 9 out of 16 for Nueva Ecija, 8 out of 20 for Marikina.
And Nueva Ecija with a lot of sloppy turnovers in that first quarter, but still in the lead.
Missed right there by Uiloa, and Marikina has the numbers. Oh, Hoson could not get a hold of that basketball. Tried to go for that pass. Botched 3-on-2 play.
A little bit too fancy on that pass, resulting in that turnover. And you can't have turnovers like that against this team, because right now they might convert right. Again, Michael Mabulak just drawing fouls in the paint.
That vaunted high-low play by the Rice Vanguards being shown on that occasion. Bobby Balucanag trying to get that entry pass inside the paint.
It's so hard to leave your coverage, because usually with the high-low plays you would double the sealer, but in this case, if you double the sealer, you'll open up a shooter. So again, this team is built really well. Good bigs, good wings, and good point guards.
Speaking of good point guards, Cecil Gabo rises up for the jumper, but Mabulak is there to clean up the mess. Nueva Ecija up by 4, 25-21.
Again, that's that effort from Mike Mabulak and Bobby B. Bobby wasn't able to get the rebound, but because of his effort, he tipped it to Mike for the easy 2-point putback.
Sumalakay working on Oiloan. Spin inside the lane. Tried to manufacture a shot short on that try. Gabo, the heave, That's tapped away by Suwal. Possession will stay with the white shirts.
Good individual defense there by Iloan prior to that outlet pass. Again, not just on offense, but on defense. Oh, we have a timeout on the floor from Nueva Ecija.
21 seconds on their shot clock. There's going to be a baseline inbound after this ceasefire. We'll be back after these messages. The Mpbl playoffs can be seen on One Sports Plus and on 1PH Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays, 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays at 5:30 on 1PH. But you can also catch us on our Facebook and YouTube channels. Gabo from the corner could not get that one to drop. But of course, if you are in the vicinity of San Fernando, Pampanga, please do come here on over to the Brenzigiao Convention Center to catch live action.
If you're nearby, better come a bit early as the place is starting to fill up, waiting for the second game. The home team.
Actually, 9 o'clock pa nga yung second game, but this place is almost filled.
A good deed there by Bobby, forcing the turnover on Gonzalez. And again, probably game's still at 9 to be able to give more time to the fans to come in.
Well, looks like they don't need a lot of time anymore.
They just need to hurry up and get here.
Mabulak, the kick out. Palma on over to Oiloan. Hesitation. Trying to hook it back to Renz. Suwal. Gonzalez on the secondary. Leaves it. Garcia, another basket.
A good transition basket there by Marikina.
And with no time to waste, Esid Gabo pushes that basketball, gets the foul, and he will troop to the line. Here's that fast break play by the Shoemasters.
Oh, still a good contest by Bobby Balucanan, but nonetheless, still able to score, have the composure to drop in that 2-point basket.
Terence Garcia now breaking into double digits with 10, leading all scorers in this game. Shaq Taganas seeing action for the first time, as well as Stephen Siruma. Being guarded by Mescaliado, a stop by Marikina.
So right now, nothing falling for Nueva Ecija compared to the first quarter. Well, for both teams, low scoring second quarter we have right now.
There's a whistle away from play. Looks like it's going to go up against a Nueva Ecija player. That's going to be the first against Stephen Siruma. Let's turn you over to Gianna Lianes for a report. G, go ahead.
Javi and Aldo, just like what their warm-up shirt said during Game 1, that if there is a Goliath in front of you, there's a David inside you. The Marikina coaches told the Shoemasters before the game to just be brave, and most importantly, to not just have that bravery sa first quarter. They were actually excited to see the Rice Vanguards today dahil handa nga sila ibigay ang kanilang 120%. And for Marikina, it's really all hands on deck no matter what. Like Jexter Tolentino, who is struggling with a hand injury but still chose to play today. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that report, G. Beautiful remark there by the coaching staff of Marikina. If there is a Goliath in front of you, there is definitely a David inside of you. And we Filipinos love an underdog story.
Remember yung sinabi ko sa'yo sa mga games before? Coaches really have this way with words. They know how to put words together to rally their troops, and That's I haven't heard that before, but if I was a player and I heard that going up against this Nueva Ecija squad, I would give, like Gianna said, my 120% in this game.
We're definitely seeing that right now. They're even up by one, 26-25. Almost 4 minutes into the second quarter. Marikina has Nomer Gonzalez, Mark Atabay, Terence Garcia, Dex Mescaliado, and that man, Enzo Hoson. Gonzalez for three. That's good. So much confidence in that shot, Nomer Gonzalez.
And again, Marikina just sticking to their game, just having good passes and waiting for the open opportunity. Just like that three, all basic movement.
Scramble for the loose ball, ends up with Gabo. There's a new shot clock here. Gabo for three, answers back. That's over the outstretched arms of the Marikina defense.
Again, the scramble leading to that three-point play, not giving up on the basketball, fighting for that possession and rewarded with a three-point basket.
Pescaliado being blitzed here by Siruma and Taganas. Atabay finds Gonzalez. One fake, the dribble, finishing on the other side of the basket. 5 straight points para kay Nomer Gonzalez.
Good composure from Gonzalez, seeing Mabulak coming to contest you, just a little bit of an up fake and a reverse for an easy 2-point basket.
Oh, Mescaliado caught Gabo in a bind. He forces the steal. Hoson, free for three. Too strong. Manalang gets the board.
Forward pass to Gabo.
Mabula couldn't handle it. Siruma ends up with it. And he gets the basket.
That's just strength from Siruma right there. Looking for that contact, and if you try to, minsan pag binabangga mo pa yung offensive player, it gives them more of their touch. Imbis na iiwasan mo sila. Speaking of iwasan, almost naiwasan yung depensa ng Nueva Ecija, but layup a bit too strong there.
Siruma gets it on over to Gabo. Fake. Up and under works for the former Mapua Cardinal.
Oh, a little color developing in this game.
And you know, despite the back and forth action, no coaches have threatened to call a timeout just yet.
Well, despite that, there's always a back and forth affair. A basket made. So for the coaches, they're just letting their players play and handle the situation.
Atabay challenges that. Opts to pass itong si Hesit Gabo. Mabulak short arms that stab.
Mabulak getting a little winded there, asking for a substitution.
Atabay could not finish. Garcia tries to tip it back in. On the other side we go. Gabo to the right corner. Manalang, three!
Oh, looking at the coach of Marikina.
Little trash talking going on here. Let's look at that 3-point shot by Philip Manalang. That's brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Philip Manalang, 3 fingers to the head, making Coach Elvis Tolentino know that 3-point shot was all the way down. Nueva Ecija up by 4, 35-31. Back here inside the Bren Zigyao Convention Center in San Fernando, Pampanga, the home floor of the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. And just as we got back to action, Casajeros pins Philip Manalang to the floor.
I think this has been developing this whole second quarter. And right in the middle, Philip Manalang.
That was after. If you've just joined us, before this happened, Philip Manalang hit a three-pointer and right after gave a stare down plus 3 fingers to the head kay Coach Elvis Tolentino.
And you know, it's part of the game. A little showmanship, a little trash talk. And, you know, maybe out of that timeout, his players wanted, Coach Elvis's players wanted to defend him. So maybe, you know, a little physicality there. Let's see what happened on the replay. We didn't catch it. It came right after the timeout.
And Marikina is hearing it right now from the 400-strong Nuevo Ecijanos here at the Brenzigiao Convention Center.
It must be nice. Wherever you are, you just close your eyes and you hear your fans. Oh, here's that play right off the timeout.
Watch Casajeros on the left side of your screens pushing off Philip Manalang as he tried to get himself free. Offensive foul was called by our baseline referee. And Siruma walks up to Casajeros as well as Michael Wico. They're separated by our referee, and then Siruma gives us nudge, actually a couple, to Dex Mescaliado, and trying to be separated by Jason Obiso. Here's a closer angle.
I think that's what escalated the situation, not really the offensive foul, but what happened after with Siruma.
Our referees are reviewing right now on our instant replay together with our beloved commissioner, Kenneth Doremdes. Coach Elvis Tolentino trying to plead their case to our officials. Our referees for this game, number 35, Jovet Ofemia, number 42, Ruben Agbalo, and number 26, Elizalde Macalio. The fourth man on the sidelines is Benji Estroga. You're looking at Jovet Ofemia trying to confer there with Kenneth Doremdes.
I think probably we have an offensive foul there and maybe technicals for bench clearing.
And second motion as well.
And second motion as well.
Coach Gerson Cabiltes, the man at the helm of the immaculate rally of the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards this season, finished the regular season 21-0 unscathed. One game won against Marikina on their home floor, which upped their record to 22-0. The magic record for a sweep for the entire season all the way to the championship is 30 wins.
Do they have the longest active winning streak right now?
They do. They do. In fact, the longest active winning streak in Philippine basketball history. Philippine professional basketball history.
What was the longest prior to that?
I will have to check what the longest was prior to that, but that's sure na 22-0 na yung pinakamahabang winning streak in Philippine professional basketball.
No, must be nice because me myself, I've been on a record streak, but
on the other end,
on the other end,
technical foul on number 20, Stephen Siruma for unsportsmanlike behavior. That's his third personal foul. Technical foul on number 29, Mike Rico, also for unsportsmanlike behavior. That's his second personal foul.
There you go, Miguel Pere handing out the decisions. So 2 technical fouls, 1 each on Michael Wico and Stephen Siruma. The offensive foul called on RR Casajero, so no technicals on the side of the Shoemasters, but couple on the side of the Rice Vanguards. And Coach Gerson Cabiltes is not happy.
well, obviously part of a coach is telling your players to relax and keep composure, especially in a playoff game. And Coach Gerson is the picture of that. He really wants things to be his way, play the right way. Again, as we see what happened, the offensive foul there given. Oh, as soon as we say that, head coach Jerson Cabildes also gets a technical for unsportsmanlike behavior. But you like that from your coach, sticking with your players and letting your players know that I'm with you guys, I'm protecting you guys. So for me, still a good decision by the coach, and now the players have to step up and show them that that technical foul by Coach Jerson was worth it.
3 technical fouls called on the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Stephen Siruma, Michael Wigo, and head coach Jerson Cabildes each getting teed up after that play. So 3 free throws right here for Marikina. Hoson makes the first, misses the second.
Now let's see how Marikina responds here. For sure, Nueva Ecija is going to come out on fire right now. After all those technicals, all that physicality.
Siruma will head to the bench in favor of Byron Villarias. Hit the 3 earlier in the first quarter. Finally back to action. Baseline inbound. Michael Wico will be the trigger man.
What can we expect from playoff basketball? Physicality and a lot of dead time, which is fun to watch.
Wico doesn't really take a lot of threes. That's off to the right. Manalang gets the offensive rebound.
Again, good hustle by Manalang to get that offensive rebound.
Oh, the step through. Oh, that's going to be an offensive foul against Philip Manalang.
Oh, Philip Manalang pleading his case, and I kind of saw that coming. Teed up right there. Oh, there was a offhand to protect the ball, and you know that's an offensive foul.
Our referees taking no prisoners here. Hoson will once again troop to the line for the technical free throw.
Right now, these referees want the respect of the players. They're letting some physicality go, but not everything. But at the end of the day, they still need their respect, and they want to run the game properly and just focus on the game. So there's a little bit of a slap on the wrist there for Manalang.
Just a 1-point lead here for Nueva Ecija. Action has definitely slowed down like a turtle here in the second period. Oson, Casajeros, back out Opiso. 3-pointer doesn't work. Manalang, the rebound.
Even if that shot missed, it was a good look from the ball rotation, and Marikina should just keep sticking to that ball rotation.
Taganas preserves another possession for Nueva Ecija, and he gets fouled on the shot attempt.
Right now, Taganas not really known for his athleticism, but he can make enough space na yung bola mahuhulog nila sa kanya, and he was right underneath, saw the defender and just powered up. No choice but to give up the foul.
Taganas holds the record for most rebounds in a game in the Mpbl. 30 rebounds in a singular match when he was playing for the Bulacan Cuyas.
And probably with that record, all he had to do was let the ball fall. Maybe he didn't even jump to get any of those rebounds.
That's right. That free throw by JR Taganas is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. 0 out of 2 on that trip was Shaq Taganas. Had 3 offensive rebounds in game 1. Oson going all the way, finishing with the left.
Much better game for Marikina right now. More effort, more confidence in themselves. Really looking to stick with this Nueva Ecija squad till the end of the game. Give themselves a chance to get the victory. Taganas with another offensive board.
Wico was not sure who to pass to. And when it came to Taganas, masyado na palakas yung pasa.
Yung mga times na dapat ako na lang tumira. He was right there underneath, but looking to pass the ball to Taganas as we see this strong drive to the hoop. Again, confidence. They'll need a lot more of that confidence if they really want to grind the victory out today from Nueva Ecija.
Garcia splits the defense, swishes another basket. Terence Garcia
Right now, Garcia silencing the 400 Nueva Ecija fans in the building. Again, that confident move, splitting two defenders and a floater in the lane. Now let's see if they can play defense.
38-35, they force a traveling violation against Philip Manalang. He has not been the same after that three-point shot.
When they get back into the locker room, Coach Jersa needs to gather them all together, keep their heads in the game.
And you just saw momentarily on your screens, Coach Gerson Cabiltes. I do not want to be in that Nueva Ecija locker room at halftime.
For sure, and now this isn't just a regular season game, this is a playoff game, and again, just being outworked right now, Nueva Ecija by Marikina, giving them a 5-point lead.
Under a minute remaining here, Macaloni gets second serving, cuts the Marikina advantage to just 40-37. Remember, in game 1, Marikina was down by 15 at the half. Now, they have a chance to go into the locker rooms ahead.
This is the difference between playoff basketball. It's a series, and the next game you play against the same opponent, study them and make your own adjustments. And Marikina doing a good job of making those adjustments right now.
Hoson short on that three-point try from the left flank. Nueva Ecija will take a timeout here to try and map out the play in the final 20.9 seconds of this first half. We'll be back. Coach Jerson Cabiltes on your screens. I'm sure a long sermon is in store to the Rice Vanguards when they get back to the dugouts. But here, now, they try to make good on the last possession, possibly, of the first half.
Try to finish this first half on a positive note before heading into the locker room.
Almost a steal by Marikina, but Nueva Ecija will retain the ball here. 5.6 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Oh, good hands there, just disrupting that play off the timeout. Now they have to reset and go with another play. Let's see if Nueva Ecija can execute before halftime.
Villarias off the curl. Could not kiss it off the glass. Gonzalez will not have enough time. Even if that heave went in, that would not have counted. And Marikina down by 15 points in game 1 after 2 quarters. Now up by 3 at the end of the first 20 minutes. Michael Wico and the rest of the Rice Vanguards looking puzzled right now at the situation they are in.
Well, right now, credit Marikina for really staying in the game, keeping their heads afloat, and really wanting to get back that last game that they had. It was a really bad game for them, but today showing more confidence in each other, showing more confidence in individual play, and they're up 3 entering the second half.
40-37 is the count. We'll be back after these messages.
exciting night of basketball so far dito sa Brenzy Viao Convention Center in Pampanga. You're watching Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. It is halftime of our first game for today. It is game 2 of our best-of-3 playoff series between Marikina and Nueva Ecija. The score is 40-37 in favor of Marikina. Let's talk to their team manager, Dr. Ranji Poquinto, and of course the team owner of the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, Sir Bong Cuevas. Doc Ranji, I'll start with you po. First of all, congratulations, because this is the first time Marikina has reached the playoffs in Mpbl history. Para po sa inyo, what makes this year's lineup so special that you guys got this far?
Siguro what's special this year for our season is nakita talaga namin sa players na gustong-gusto talaga nilang makaabot sa playoffs. They really wanted to enter the playoffs and they really work hard for this.
And I know that they work hard for this for their fans. So why don't you thank everybody that has been supporting your team so far this season?
Yes, nagpapasalamat lang kami sa lahat ng mga Marikeños na tuloy na sumusuporta sa aming team. Nagpapasalamat kami sa aming Mayor Marcy Chodoro, sa aming Congresswoman Maan Chodoro, Vice Mayor Mario Andes, at nagpapasalamat kami sa aming mga sponsors sa OK Bet Own the Win, and kay Cursor Gino Padua of Sports Garage Apparel, G5 Pancit and Sizzling, and JLP Packaging Services.
Thank you very much. Once again, that was the team manager of Marikina, Dr. Ranji Poquinto. Ngayon, kausapin naman natin ang team owner ng Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguard, Sir Bong Cuevas. Sir Bong, I believe that this is the first time this season that you reignited your tradition of bringing vans of people sa mga venues to support the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Now that we're in the playoffs, bakit po mahalaga ito para sa inyo?
Actually, first of all, it's really my wife who's my co-owner, si Mayor Ryan Cuevas, who told me na maraming gusto raw manood. And as a matter of fact, kulang pa nga ito eh. Okay, but we just had to bring them over here. And pasensya na dun sa mga hindi nakasama from Nueva Ecija. Medyo na late yung preparation, but we always bring them here because alam mo, this Nueva Ecija loves this team so much.
And I'm sure that the people that you weren't able to bring here, they're watching right now. So pasalamatin nyo naman po lahat ng sumusuporta sa Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards.
Before that, first of all, I'd like to thank my wife, Mayor Ryan Cuevas. My daughter is also there, Mayor Vian Cuevas, and my son, who is the manager. But basically, I want to take this opportunity to thank my team. Because alam mo, sinasabi nila na itong team namin are star-studded and all of that. But actually, itong team na ito is just a group of great guys. Great guys who just play unselfish basketball, who play hard defense, and like as you can see with Marikina, we don't take any opponent for granted. And we always give it the best. And I'd always tell them that this is always for Nueva Ecijanos.
Thank you very much, and it was great seeing you today. Once again, that was the team owner of the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguard, Sir Bong Cuevas, and the team manager of Marikina, Dr. Ranji Poquinto. We also want to say hello to everybody joining us right now and watching either on their TV screens or on social media. So let's take this time to read some social media comments and give some shout outs to all of the supporters of the MPBL. So this one is from Dioneda Damvic, who says, "Good luck, team Nerve Nueva Say Die." And let's also say hello to Jackie Chua, who says, "Good luck, Nomer Gonzalez." And this one's from Josh Dump, any Rice Vanguards, we will rise above. I love that play on words. Sa lahat po ng ating mga ka-MPBL na nanonood ngayon, please continue to send in your comments if you're watching through our social media accounts and let us know which team you're rooting for our first game of the night. We'll hear from you soon. In the meantime, we'll be back here in the MPBL.
Halftime here at the Brenzigao Convention Center in San Fernando, Pampanga, the home court of the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. But for now, it's the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. They're down by 3 against the Marikina Shoemasters, 40-37. Nueva Ecija won Game 1 in very convincing fashion, a 103-71 beatdown. Right now, they're facing a tough challenge against the Marikina Shoemasters, who are looking to force a Game 3. Terence Garcia putting in the points for their squad to try and force that rubber match against the still unbeaten Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Jonathan Oiloan and the rest of the Rice Vanguards looking for answers as to how they will counter this challenge by Marikina.
Well, right now, Marikina playing a completely different game from Game 1, being more physical and actually believing that they have a chance to give Nueva Ecija their first loss of the season, going after extra balls, matching the physicality of Nueva Ecija, and rewarded with a 3-point lead entering the second half.
You mentioned belief, Aldo, and they're really looking like they believe that they can pin the first loss of the season dito sa Nueva Ecija in this game. 10 lead changes and 7 deadlocks in this game. The numbers from the first 20 minutes of action.
Right now, as you can see, for Marikina, the thing that's going for them right now is points off turnovers, forcing 10 turnovers against Nueva Ecija and converting those to 11 points. Still have a 3% less field goal percentage, losing on the rebounding and the assist, but again, still up 3. So there's nowhere to go but up for Marikina. And right now, let's see if Nueva Ecija can actually be the one to match the intensity of Marikina going into the second half.
Turnovers, Marikina committed 17 in Game 1. So did Nueva Ecija, but right now the Rice Vanguards up to 10 already. Leading scorers here at the half from both teams. Will Macaloni and Michael Wico with 8 apiece. Hesed Gabo has 5. Byron Villarias with 3. Sa kabila naman, it's Nomer Gonzalez with 14. Terence Garcia with 13. 27 points between these two players. Jason Opiso has 6. Their leading scorer for the season, Enzo Hoson, with 5 points to his name.
Oh, right now, for me, Will Macaloni is what's keeping this Nueva Ecija team still in the game right now. When Marikina had a 5-point lead, as soon as Will Macaloni stepped into the ball game, he gave them a 2-point conversion. And right now, let's see if they can get that from other players aside from Will Macaloni.
Will Macaloni has yet to miss from the field in this game. 3 out of 3 and 2 out of 2 from the from the free throw line. It's usually here in this period that Nueva Ecija turns on the Jets at lumalayo na talaga sila. Let's see if that halftime huddle by Coach Jerson Cabildes will once again pin renewed confidence dito sa Nueva Ecija.
Right now, again, still at least Marikina with the effort, getting that offensive rebound, just couldn't convert on that possession. And I'm sure Marikina knows of the the third quarter capability of this Nueva Ecija team. I'm sure that he's addressed it, but let's see if anything. Michael Bulak has something to say about that. Starting with a 2-point basket for Nueva Ecija.
3 opportunities in the basket right there for Nueva Ecija, courtesy of the former JRU Heavy Bomber Suwal, trying to navigate his way inside. Still no go. Atabay trying to keep it alive.
2 misses right now for Marikina, right underneath the basket, all uncontested. Just a little bit strong on both attempts to start the second half. But if you're Marikina, you're still looking at, you got offensive rebounds, you had 2 opportunities, good opportunities to hit baskets, but right now Nueva Ecija looking to take the lead.
A miss right there by Gabo. Garcia is all alone. Sorry miss right there.
3 sorry misses right now to open up the third quarter for Marikina. And again, if you want to open up, that's how you open up the third quarter. 5 straight unanswered points from Nueva Ecija.
There's that pressure defense that Nueva Ecija is very known for. Coach Jerson Cabildes likes to unleash that, especially in situations like this.
Here's that beautiful 3-point play from Byron. Such a pure stroke. Nothing but the bottom of the net for that 3-point shot.
He continues to age like fine wine. Casajeros, too strong on that jumper. Baseball pass. JRU to JRU. Touchdown, Byron Villarias.
Oh, Michael Mabulak with the Tom Brady. I wouldn't say Hail Mary, but a beautiful pass knowing where his teammate was and being confident that his teammate could catch that ball.
We bring you this epic move of the game in partnership with OKBet. With OKBet, own the win. What a pass, what a shot. JRU Heavy Bomber to JRU Heavy Bomber. These two players have been very vital to the cause of the Rice Vanguards this season.
Oh, Byron giving it to you how you want it. 3 points from the outside and 3 points the hard way. And right now, Nueva Ecija following that trend of storming third quarter right now. Still no points for Marikina on the board.
Escaliado is inserted in by Coach Elvis Tolentino. Almost a turnover by the Shoemasters.
Oh, you're right. That halftime huddle must have woken up the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Playing good pressure defense right now.
Marikina gets it safely across. Atabay met by Collado. Weak side. Nomer Gonzalez for 3. In and out. Collado tries to get it to Mabulak. That ball is tapped out of bounds. Possession will stay with Nueva Ecija.
For this third quarter run, it doesn't help that Marikina's shots are going in and out of the basket. They're all getting good looks, just unfortunately can't convert. As Cabo goes hard to the basket, through the contact, 2 points. Don't look now, Nueva Ecija looking to pull away in this third quarter.
7-0 run right here by the Rice Vanguards. Hesed Gabo contributing to that cause. Looking to get game 2 in the bag right here in the third quarter. Coach Elvis Tolentino will take this opportunity to burn a timeout as his team down right now. Back to live action here inside the Bren Zigyao Convention Center. The Marikina Shoemasters find themselves down right now by 7 after being up by 3 at the half. Almost a score by Nueva Ecija. They finally get it. Oh, dangerous situation right there. Michael Mabulak falling on the foot of Dex Mescaliado as he went down after that shot. Mabulak still holding on to that right ankle.
That wasn't a very good sight. Nueva Ecija fans holding their breath right now. Let's see that again. Good defense on the part of Nueva Ecija, forcing the turnover. An extra pass.
Oh, Mescaliado was right there underneath.
But from that angle, we don't really know if he stepped on his foot or just landed in an awkward position. Good sign though that he can walk on his own power.
Medical staff right here of Nueva Ecija spraying some magical stuff to help Michael Mabulak.
As they
fight
say,
the pain.
malayo sa bituka yan, especially now in the playoffs. Making a big run right now, and Mabulak a big part of that. Opts to stay on the floor, and Coach Gerson, I think, also trusting his big man that he can stay in the game.
49-40, and our referees motioning an unsportsmanlike foul on Dex Mescaliado.
I didn't want to point that out earlier because I might have made a bit of a harsh judgment, but possessions like that, just out of safety as a player, you can move away. You saw his foot moving a little bit and delikado pa rin yung mga play na ganyan eh.
Yeah, and regardless naman kung sadya o hindi, that was still a bad fall by Michael Mabulak, and we're happy to see him walking right now on his own. But Will Macaloni will give him a spell on the bench. So Macaloni will be the one taking the free throws here. Sorry, that's just one free throw plus ball possession para sa Nueva Ecija.
Such a beauty to have two able big men you can shuffle in the game. If one goes down, you can't say, oh, he's gone kasi si Macaloni naman yung pumapasok. So whoever you take off that Nueva Ecija bench will give you problems.
Gabo creating separation, could not get the jumper to fall.
See if Marikina can counter with their own run. Still scoreless in this third quarter, Marikina.
This is the biggest lead of the ball game for any team. 10 points, 50-40. Opiso fouled underneath. Looks like it's going to go against Will Macaloni.
Oh, good patience there on Marikina. Passing outside and seeing the cutter for the high-low play. Nueva Ecija wasn't in a good defending position, had to give up the fouls. And credit to Bispo for going hard for those free throws.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Opiso finally getting Marikina on the board here in the second half. The first points of the Shoemasters dito sa ating third quarter.
Right now, bleeding for points. If you can't convert anything, your next best bet is to get it from the free throw line as he goes 2 for 2 on that trip.
They shot 41.7% from the field in the first half. Right now, I'm sure that number has gone incredibly down. Oh, Marikina forces a traveling against Macaloni on the ensuing possession.
Well, right now, refs letting them play on, a little bit of contact there, but Macaloni shuffling his feet. Good defense there by Marikina. Maybe this is the start of a run for them. String a mini run.
Let's turn you over to Gianna Llanes.
Marikina assistant coach PJ, who was the interim coach at the beginning of the season, told his boys during halftime, "I am so proud of you. We are getting closer to our goal." Para sa kanya, ito daw talagang isang display kung bakit nakapasok sila sa playoffs. He said this Marikina Shoemasters team doesn't just rely on one guy, but really plays like a team. Sabi niya, our history starts from making it into the playoffs. And next season, he said they want nothing less. Hopefully now what they accomplish this season will attract more players, especially the big man that they're looking for to want to play for their team. But of course, amidst their performance in the first half, last huddle coach Elvis did express to his team that the game should not end there. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that report, Gianna. It's good to see teams like Marikina really fighting tooth and nail to make sure they make known to the other teams that they belong here in the Mpbl. Now down by 8 right now, 50-42.
Oh, sorry miss there on the fast break attempt, but luckily a turnover on the other end, giving Nueva Ecija back the basketball.
Escalado will check back in.
You know what, with what Gianna said, I like hearing that. They're looking for that big man who wants to join them on their squad, letting them know that they're a competitive team and they really want to build. You know, if you're a big man, why not? They made the playoffs and maybe that's the one thing that they're looking for. Another sorry miss by Wico. Good look in the basket.
Scramble for the ball, ends up with Gonzalez. Escalado spins away from trouble, gives it up. Terence Garcia has the speed advantage, does not use it against Macaloni.
8 seconds left on the shot clock for Marikina. Let's see if they can generate something.
Opiso, tough angle. That's going to be a traveling.
So good defense by Will Macaloni. Timing that really well. Tried to go off timing on that. With the 1-2 step, holding his ground, forcing the traveling violation.
Always a tough time when you're going to go for a basket against Will Macaloni and JJ Collado.
It's a very scary big man rotation there. Again, just as you were saying, Collado changing that shot.
Gabo leading the break. Out Byron Villarias, three-pointer. Short. Gonzalez with the rebound.
Even if Nueva Ecija isn't making their baskets right now, Marikina also only 2 points in this third quarter. So Nueva Ecija still with an 8-point lead.
Marikina had 19 in that second frame. Mescaliado intercepts that pass, but it ends up with Macaloni, right place at the right time.
Again, Will Macaloni, that stabilizer, can't make any baskets. Will just running the floor. Even though he knows his teammates can catch that ball, still running the floor, an extra pass leading to an open 2-point shot.
Gonzalez trying to go to Hoson backdoor. Instead, they go to Opiso. 9 seconds on the shot clock for Marikina. Hoson back out. Jason Opiso for 3. Long rebound belongs to JJ Collado. Gabo up ahead to Wico. The pass to Villarias was too strong. Byron taps it away. Gets it. Completes the steal. Wico blocked by Hoson. Gallant stand, but ends up in a personal laban dito kay Enzo Hoson.
Well, for me, Marikina leaving Hoson on an island. Let's see it right here. His teammates should have come down and helped him after the steal. He was there for a good amount of time. It was just him by himself after the block, forced to give up that foul. 2 free throws for Michael Wico.
Michael Wico, one of the leading scorers at the half para sa Nueva Ecija. He had 8 after 2. Looking to add to that total.
2 free throws for Mike Wico.
10-point lead here for Nueva Ecija. Wico takes care of the first. Michael Wico is a native of the province of Pampanga. One of the many basketball players who came out of this wonderful province.
Offensive rebound there for another opportunity at the line. I think now Marikina's maybe starting to feel the fatigue.
Well, that's always been the case going up against Nueva Ecija. You go and keep in step with them, go toe-to-toe in the first 2 quarters. Then pagdating ng third quarter, you feel the fatigue and they take advantage of that and they zoom ahead right now, creating a double-digit advantage. Michael Wico once again at the line.
Because usually coaches would have a 8-man, 9-man rotation, but in the case of Nueva Ecija, not exaggerating, you could actually have a 15-man rotation.
Yeah,
anyone you put on the floor will give you quality minutes, and again, you can just keep switching on defense, on offense. Now, fresh legs again for Nueva Ecija coming to the ball game, playing pressure defense again.
Mescaliado will get it safely across for the red shirts. Opiso handoff, Sual. Sual, floater, blocked by Macaloni.
Again, Macaloni changing that shot.
That interior defense for Nueva Ecija really tightening up in this second half. Macaloni drives to his strong side, forces it up. Atabay taps it to Sual.
First miss by Macaloni of the ball game, but stolen on the other end by Palma. Stolen on the other end by Marikina.
Steal after steal. Opiso, one fake. The shot from downtown works para kay Jason Opiso. That's just the 5th point of the third quarter for Marikina.
That's what you call confidence. Even though his shot isn't falling, still no shame in shooting that 3-pointer for his 11th point of the ball game.
Macaloni working against Jason Opiso. Opiso definitely playing out of position here, but forces the turnover. Marikina now on the run. Sual exploring his options, getting all glass on that shot. Macaloni will not be bothered by Enzo Hoson. That's another 2 points for the big man.
When you're that far ahead and you're that big compared to your defender, it's either you hard foul him or If not, it's an easy 2 or even an end 1 in the case of Will Macaloni. Easy layup.
20-5 the scoring this quarter, 20-7 after that basket by Mark Atabay. But that just goes to show you the dominance Nueva Ecija has exercised in this period alone. Atabay getting the rebound among the trees. Here's the previous play, the run out by Will Macaloni. Nothing really Enzo Hosset could do on that play.
And Marikina is going to need more of this, more effort on the offensive boards. Unfortunately, not able to make the bonus. Still down a double-digit deficit.
57-47. Macaloni finds Renz Palma, and Renz will convert.
Oh, easy 2 points. Smart basketball by Renz there. Cut on the baseline and a steal by Renz.
This time, Raimundo, the beneficiary of that pass, and he extends this to 14 points, 61-47.
That's that fresh legs of Nueva Ecija. When 1-5 gets tired of pressing, another 5 comes in just to play defense like that. As we see Renz Palma with the steal, Pamboy Raimundo with a run out for the easy floater.
1 minute and 39 remaining here in the third quarter.
Well, let's see if Marikina can cut it to a single point deficit. Nueva Ecija with 30 fast break points, almost half of their points on fast breaks.
Oh, they are the #1 fast breaking team here in the league. Talking about the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards.
Credit their defense for that. Steals, blocks, and just confidence in passing to each other.
Almost a steal there by Pamboy. Mescaliado pulls it back. Opiso, dangerous pass to Atabay, intercepted by Uiloan.
Oh, good pass there.
Palma leaves it. Mabulak, the easy 2.
Oh, here's that third quarter run we were talking about. That daunted third quarter run by Nueva Ecija. You know, it's like traffic. You know it's there. You want to leave early and prepare for it, but it's always going to be there no matter what happens.
I like that analogy. It's like traffic, ah. Ngayon ko lang narinig yun, ah.
Alam mo naman tayo, kailangan natin stumep up.
22 assists in this game for the Rice Vanguards. They're averaging 28.6 assists per game. So, a lot of time still to match that total or even surpass it, but still full 10 minutes to go.
There's that steal right there. Again, defense leading to offense and unselfishness. He could have had that, but then opting to pass to the open Mike Mabulak for that easy 2 points.
Sharing the wealth, itong Nueva Ecija. It always amazes me that all of these guys have bought into what Coach Gerson Cabiltes has asked of them. Dahil lahat ng mga players dito sa Nueva Ecija, you could argue, are all big names.
All big names, but then just goes to show the respect they have for Coach Gerson na player kami, Coach Cas. We see this offensive foul again, if I'm not mistaken, right there with the push-off. Pamboy Raimundo with a good sell job and forcing the referees to blow their whistle. Another turnover.
Nueva Ecija on the offensive, 5 on the shot clock. Macaloni tried to bully his way, and he gets the 2 points nonetheless. It's like seeing a man against boys.
Well, that's why Will Macaloni had said, gotta go hit the weight room, young man. Just overpowering the bigs of Marikina right now. Just barreling his way through, couldn't make the first, but then he says, oh, isang pasasabay, o sige lang. Pwede ka sumabay, huwag ka lang makulit.
2 defenders right there, Nomer Gonzalez and Mark Atabay. Their efforts to no avail in stopping the bulldozer that is Will Macaloni.
Speaking of bulldozer, the bulldozer that is Nueva Ecija's third quarter run, still continuing, forcing turnover after turnover, converting basket after basket. And they had a different demeanor coming out of the dugout for the second half. They weren't laughing, they weren't talking too much, you know, just focused on the task at hand. And look now, 16-point lead for Nueva Ecija.
17 seconds left in the third. Oiloa, the cut, drop pass, Macaloni once again there available on the left side of the basket.
Again, when it crossed half court, how many dribbles? One dribble, pass, cutting Will Macaloni. Wasn't able to get the end one, but opportunity at the line for two.
That's exactly how you break a press with passing. Nueva Ecija displaying excellence on both ends of the floor in this third frame.
Will Macaloni having a great game today. Very good efficiency today. All shots, all free throws, shooting at a high clip, playing good defense, just playing for his strengths and in the system of Coach Gerson.
8 seconds remaining. Hoson working on Pamboy. That's a steal by Renz Palma. Mabulak has time and he will finish beating the third quarter buzzer. Michael Mabulak running the floor. Renz Palma initiating that play with a steal. Mabulak running down, getting the pass and finishing the 2 points para sa Nueva Ecija.
So credit the defense again of Nueva Ecija right there. Even though the quarter was gonna finish, still playing defense, and I've never seen Mike Mabulak run that fast.
Holding only Marikina to 9 points in that third quarter after allowing them to go off for 19 in the second frame, scoring 32 of their own here in the third quarter. Itong Nueva Ecija, demolition job in the third quarter alone. We'll be back for the fourth and final quarter of action. You're looking at the crowd here at the Bren Ziegau Convention Center. Almost filled to the brim right now in anticipation for the home squad. The Pampanga Giant Lanterns going up against the Bataan Risers. That's going to happen at 9 o'clock later on. We're live on 1PH. You can also catch us on our Facebook and YouTube channels. Quarter scoring on your screens, 32-9 in that third period after allowing Marikina to go off for 19 and scoring just 14 in the second quarter.
This Nueva Ecija team reminds me of the Golden State Warriors.
Really now?
Because of that third quarter. I would know because I'm a avid LeBron fan. Pag halftime, dikit pa eh. Pagdating ng third quarter, palit na ako ng game agad kasi alam mo na yung mangyayari. So, again, you know it's coming, but no matter how hard you try, you just can't stop that.
Well, let's see. Marikina still has 9 minutes and 45 seconds to try and make a game out of this. But by the looks of it, Nueva Ecija starting to run away. That's another score off a turnover. Mabulak making that play happen, and Jonathan Oiloan getting the 2 points.
Well, it's the playoffs. Up 10, up 20, up 30. You're not going to expect less from this Nueva Ecija squad. Whatever Coach Gerson says, play full court press the whole game. They're going to play full court press the whole game.
Garcia has been conspicuously absent on the offensive end after going off for 13 in the first 2 quarters. Still no go. So Malakay tracks down the rebound.
Third attempt, just that kind of day for Marikina. But finally, a good sign for Enzo Hoson.
Hoson finally getting a basket.
Well, like they said, if there's a, what was that saying? If there's a Goliath in front of you,
there's a David inside of you.
There's a David inside of you. Well, now's the time for Marikina to put that to the test. Show us their David.
Let's see if slingshots will be thrown here in the fourth quarter. Oh, showtime. Jonathan Oiloan Taganas, another opportunity, could not convert. That's going to be a foul by Pamboy Raimundo.
Oh, good foul there by Pamboy. But right now, Marikina bleeding for baskets. So many looks, so many open attempts. Good thing Hoson was able to create his own three-point shot in the prior possession.
41.3% from the field itong Marikina in the first half. Hoson, his woes continue to add up.
Oh, right now, just been, again, that kind of game for Marikina. Some shines of brilliance, and then right after that, oh, as I say that, a mini 6-0 run right now by Marikina, cutting the lead to 16.
Oh, they're not going to go gently into the good night, that's for sure. Palma trying to drop it off to Mabula. Counter steal by Nueva Ecija. Palma, left corner pocket three, too strong. Hoson secures the possession.
Oh, let's see if this will force a timeout on the side of Nueva Ecija.
Oh, sorry, miss in and out. Hoson. That three-point shot is way off. Garcia tries to kiss it off the glass. Finishes at the bottom of the net. 14-point lead for Nueva Ecija, 71-57. Oh, dribbling violation forced by Garcia laban dito kay Pamboy Raimundo.
Where here's that 110% being shown by Marikina. 120% shown by Marikina, even though they don't convert on their first attempts, fighting for that offensive rebound, and right now outscoring Nueva Ecija in this fourth quarter.
Well, they're definitely looking to put that horrible third quarter behind their backs right now and focusing on what is happening right now. The final frame, 7-16 remaining in this game.
Oh, good defense there, forcing an air ball on the isolation right now.
Almost a turnover right there for Nueva Ecija. Manalang calling out instructions. He wants Taganas. Back out, JR, straight away, too strong. Rebound could not be secured by Marikina. Gabo sizing up Atabay. Balokanag from out of nowhere. This is the third try for Nueva Ecija in this possession. Still no go. Rebound finally belongs to Terence Garcia.
Again, it's a game of runs, a game of effort. Unfortunately, not able to convert Nueva Ecija on that possession, but a lot of offensive rebounds and opportunities to score there.
Sumalakay being defended by Wico. He'll take it. He won't make it. A rebound by Bobby B. Wico against two. Gets his own miss. Another one. Still no go.
Oh, good enough defense played by Marikina there to bother Wico. Usually that's 2 points or an end one, but just good enough defense not to foul.
Opiso back irons that three. Atabay gets that second chance opportunity. This is just a Baker's dozen lead, 71-59.
Oh, the slingshots are coming out. Javi still well within this game with 5:40 left. And Coach Gerson opting not to call a timeout, believing in his players that they can stabilize the situation. And let's see if his trust in them pays off.
Taking a page out of Phil Jackson, ano?
Yes, sir.
Gabo, wild shot. That tap belongs to Wico. No foul called. Hoson gets the board.
Oh, let's see right now.
Garcia, the step
good pass.
What a pass. Short arm by Atabay. Gets his own miss. And he will troop to the line for two shots. A sigh of relief ni Mark Atabay after getting that whistle.
Oh, good pass there. Just couldn't convert on that two-point play, but fortunately draws a foul from Taganas for two.
It's not easy to get two offensive rebounds when JR Taganas is on the floor on the opposing team. But Mark Atabay has done an incredible job to try and put in the effort para sa Marikina in this game.
You wouldn't expect nothing less right now from Marikina. It's win or go home. They have 5 minutes left to be able to salvage this game.
That free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Short on the first try, itong si Mark Atabay. Split at the line para kay Mark Atabay. We take this opportunity to swing to Gian Lianes at courtside.
Tapusin na natin ito. Yun ang sinabi ni Coach Gerson sa koponan niya going into this last quarter. Nakita daw ng Rice Vanguard sa first half that nothing is for sure. So their mindset stays on the fact that if they push themselves this final quarter, may 2 linggo sila na pahinga. Malaking bagay daw yun because it's time for them to spend with their families and rest their injuries. Kinuwento ni Assistant Coach Joseph na hindi daw halata pero marami na sa kanilang players are playing through injuries. They really need to rest. He used one example as Michael Mabulak's knee, which has been banged up for a while though and really needs that rest. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Gianna. And that reward coming if they win this game, itong Nueva Ecija, they really want that rest. 2 weeks bago sila mag-advance dun sa next round ng ating playoffs if they win today.
Oh, that's the beauty of winning. You get rewarded with long breaks, get the rest up and come back in full force for the next round of the playoffs.
But if they lose today, which will be game 3 will be next week. 13-point lead here for the White Shirts. 4 minutes and change remaining in this game.
Oh, despite Marikina being down 13, you like the fight they're showing right now. You thought that in the third quarter, you know, they might have thrown their hat in, but still fighting, still playing defense, still trying to get those rebounds.
With 3:55 remaining here, Nueva Ecija up by 13, 73-60. Timeout will be called here on the floor. We'll be back after these. Looking at the player matchup that we discussed at pregame, Michael Wico, 11-9-2, and Johoson has 10 points, 6 assists, and 1 rebound. Sorry, that's 6 rebounds and 1 assist. So far, Wico winning in all categories, as well as leading this game by 13. His squad looking primed to advance to the next round of the playoffs and extend their immaculate run to 23 games.
Not if Marikina has something to say about it. Forced a bad shot on the other end and now trying to convert.
Oh, Piso. Tough shot right there on the turnaround. 11-point lead, 73-62. Scoring this quarter, the Shoemasters outscoring the Rice Vanguards by 7, 11-4.
I had to take his do-it-yourself kit on that play. Isolation, turnaround jump shot. Well, right now, good defense being played.
Oh, Manalang throwing it up. Could not drop. Another stop by Marikina. Casajeros back to Hoson. The step back. Opiso. He's been hot.
Let's see if they're going to go back to him.
Escaliano, the stretch and the score.
Oh, good layup right there. Good athletic move. Di madali yun. Body to body pa sila, but nasakyan niya. At nashoot niya. 2 points.
This is down to single digits. 9-point lead for Nueva Ecija. Gabo. Balokanag, kick out. Jay Collado, the drive inside. Gets the roll on the layup.
No one wanted to stay in front of him in that possession. Got to be a little bigger if you want to stay in front of someone like Jay Collado.
We're approaching the final 2 minutes here. Opiso working on Collado. Body contact right there on that drive.
A good decision there. Knowing he had the speed advantage on Collado. He's able to draw the foul. Now to the line for 2 free throws.
Jason Opiso, one of the lone bright spots para dito sa Marikina. Meanwhile, we bring you this epic move of the game in partnership with OKBet. On the win, Jay Collado. Nobody stopping him in his tracks right there. He has 4 points in this game, 11 rebounds as well. Didn't really have to score a lot because of the production of guys like Will Macaloni, Michael Mabulak, and Michael Wico, all in double figures.
Usually you see the guards making the long passes, but today you see the guards running you see the bigs running the floor from those outlet passes. Usually we'd see Shaq Taganas with those Hail Mary full court passes, but coming from different players this game, from guards, from bigs. That's how skilled the players of Nueva Ecija are. Anyone can make passes like those.
75 to 66. We're now in the final 2 minutes of this one. 2 minutes to see if Nueva Ecija can advance to the next round, to our division semifinals, or can Marikina force a game 3? Hesed Gabo setting up his big man right there, Jay Collado. Another score right there to extend the advantage for the Rice Vanguards.
That's what happens when you get beaten on individual defense. You're forced to help off your man. And good recognition for that extra pass, for that easy 2-point floater.
Oson has struggled all game long. 6 out of 17 in game 1.
We'll look for Nueva Ecija to slow down the pace a little bit. They have time on their side right now.
Garcia trying to bother Gabo, finally gives up the foul. Marikina not yet in the penalty. There's only the second team foul laban sa Shoemasters.
Coach Elvis asking for a replay on something that happened prior to that timeout.
Momentarily you saw on your screens the Cuevas family led by Sir Bong Cuevas, the team owners of the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. We'll be back after this timeout. Looking at Sir Bong Cuevas, one of the team owners of the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, the architect of this dynasty right now that is waiting to get to the promised land. But first, they have to take care of business right here, right now, against the Marikina Shoemasters. They lead 77 to 66, 1 minute and 15 remaining in this game.
Time on the side of Nueva Ecija right now. Just have to play good, smart basketball. But as I say, that turnover forced by Marikina.
Oson, the scoop, one-hander doesn't work. Macaloni couldn't control that pass, trying to stretch. What a finish right there by Will Macaloni.
That's the skill of Will Macaloni again. His strength is giving him an easy lane to the basket. A little color developing again.
Actually, kanina pa yung dalawang yan nagbabangayan eh.
Oo nga eh. The refs letting them play playoff basketball. But a little bit of extra on that one.
And Michael Wico, quick to go in between that altercation, telling Hesed Gabo, relax, we're up by 13.
And we have 2 weeks to rest. Relax ka na, baka kaltasan ka pa kung may fine ka.
Our referees trooping to our instant replay to try and see if there are any activities worthy of being called technicals or unsportsmanlike fouls.
Here, let's see. Oh, a little bump from Hesed Gabo.
At di natin masyado nakita, mukhang gumanti doon si Terence Garcia.
Na-screenan tayo ng ref. Hindi natin nakita.
Let's listen in to Miguel Pere for the final decision.
Unsportsmanlike foul on number 7, Hesed Gabo. That's his second. Technical foul on number 2, Terence Garcia for unsportsmanlike behavior. That's Terence Garcia's 4th personal foul.
All right, there you have it. Unsportsmanlike foul called against Hesed Gabo and a technical foul called laban dito kay Hesed Gabo. So it's going to be one free throw for Nueva Ecija, which Byron Villarias takes care of. And it's going to be 2 free throws plus ball possession para dito sa Marikina.
A little bit of frustration there probably on the side of Marikina. But you still have to credit them at the end of the day. They tried, they gave their best. They kept it really close for a while, but again, it was that third quarter run by Nueva Ecija that really set the tone for this game moving forward.
Seconds to shoot.
45.3 seconds remaining in this game. Nueva Ecija looking primed to finish this series today here at the Brenzigao Convention Center. Terence Garcia and the rest of the Shoemasters putting up a gallant stand to begin this game. But Nueva Ecija just too good, too big, too deep. Putting on a masterclass in that third quarter to pull away from the number 8 seed, the Marikina Shoemasters.
Well, commend the defense of Nueva Ecija today. So many turnovers forced, so many fast break points produced. And you know what they say, it all starts with the D. And they played really good defense tonight.
Aldo, 40 fast break points for Nueva Ecija in this game.
Half of their production on fast break points. And if you think about it, fast break points are unmolested baskets, so they have half of their points unmolested by Marikina.
And they've already surpassed their average.
Well, let's make it 42 fast break points.
Why not? Byron Villarias adding to that total. And they still playing defense here. Wico blocking the shot of Hoson. Another try for Enzo. Finally finds the bottom of the net. But just too little, too late. Cutting it down to 11 points. Nueva Ecija taking care of business. Flipping the switch in that third quarter after a close first half, which saw the Shoemasters up by 3 points, 40-37, and then going on a 32-9 blitz in the third period to finally secure this para sa kanila.
Nueva Ecija really knows when to turn it on. Again, like we've been seeing this whole season, the first half usually is close, but after Coach Gerson gives them that pep talk, they run. And Will Macaloney, 19, 9, and 4, the OK Bet player of the game.
This player of the game is brought to you by OK Bet, the official partner of the Mpbl. With OK Bet, own the win, 19 points, 9 rebounds, almost a double-double, including 4 blocks. The interior defense for the Rice Vanguards on full display in this game.
Will Macaloney, the best player, very efficient today, high field goal percentage. And you know, you just like that from your bigs, just playing within the system and getting open looks, fast break points. And again, Nueva Ecija still on the top of the mountain, towering over everyone else.
23-0 this season, 7 wins away from the promised land. Will Macaloney is with Gian Lianes.
Well, first of all, pag-usapan naman natin ang inyong halftime huddle because you guys were down during halftime, but as soon as you came into the second half, you had a 9-0 run. Kwentuhan mo naman kami kung ano nangyari sa halftime huddle na yun.
Nag-huddle kami and we need to stay focused on the second half. So yun nga, maganda yung come up namin sa third quarter.
And kunento nga ni Sir Bong kanina na this is the first time actually na na-revive ang kultura ng Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards of you guys bringing a crowd of people sa venue when you have an away game. Gaano kahalaga ang presence ng mga Nueva Ecijano dito ngayon?
Sobrang important yung presence ng mga taga Nueva Ecija kasi napipil namin yung effort nila pupunta galing from Nueva Ecija papunta dito sa Pampanga.
And nakwento rin ni Sir Bong that some people weren't able to make it and they're watching from their homes right now. So pasalamatan mo naman lahat ng sumusuporta sa koponan nyo.
Yun, pinapasalamatan ko sa lahat ng fans ng Nueva Ecija, kay Boss Bong Cuevas, Ma'am Rian, Ma'am Vian, and Boss Ivan. At saka yung binabati ko yung wife ko, nanonood yung family ko sa Cebu, Bartolabac family, Panilag family, at saka sa University of San Carlos, yung mga teammate ko dati, yung coaches ko, si Coach McCoy, Coach Ron Bibar, at saka sa Siberaa Boys, at sa lahat po ng mga taga-Naga Cebu, yun po, ingat po palagi, God bless.
Thank you very much. Once again, that was Will Macaloni, our best player of the game, and this player of the game is brought to you by OKBet, the official partner of the Mpbl with OKBet, own the win. Ngayon, kausapin naman natin ang head coach ng Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, Coach Jerson Cabiltes. First of all, congratulations, Coach, because your team has made it to our North Division semifinals. From this point on nga, meron kayong pahinga. You have a couple of weeks. So paano niyo susulitin yung 2 weeks na yon in preparation for the North Division semifinals?
Siguro, we're just gonna take a few days rest and then we're gonna prepare kung sino may makakalaban namin sa semifinals. So, playoffs na to. Sa tingin ko, wala naman lang break.
Okay, and speaking of kung sino nga ang kakalaban nyo sa semifinals, we're about to witness Game 2 of our face-off between Bataan and Pampanga. My next question is a little bit more difficult. Of those two teams, who would you prefer to face during the North Division semifinals?
Sa tingin ko, wala ka mapipili. It's hard to choose one from the other. They're equally both talented and very strong team. They come out hard each and every game. So, ayoko mamili. Minsan mapupuwing ka sa ganun eh. So, we're just gonna prepare kung sino man yung makalaban namin. We're just gonna be ready.
And we are wishing you good luck into the next round of our season. But before that, why don't you thank everybody that has been supporting your team so far?
First of all, thank you sa lahat na pumunta dito ng tiga Nueva Ecija. Nanood sila. They came all the way from Nueva Ecija to watch here in Pampanga. And then sa boss namin, kila Boss Bong, nandito rin. At sa kay Mayor Ryan, Boss Ivan, nandito rin. To my family and everyone, supporters. Daming nanood and sumusuporta sa amin. Nakalimutan ko lang, baka makalimutan ko kung isa-isahin ko pa. Just want to say thank you to everyone.
Thank you very much. Once again, a huge congratulations to Coach Jerson Cabiltes, and they are our first team to enter our North Division semifinals. Now I'm throwing it back to you, Javi and Aldo.
Thank you so much, Gianna. Once again, congratulations to the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Take a look at our updated playoff bracket. The Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards advancing to the division semifinals in the Northern Division. They will be waiting for the winner of the series between the Pampanga Giant Lanterns and the Bataan Risers, who will be facing off in Game 2 later on at 9 o'clock p.m. Thank you so much for joining us. Please watch out for that Game 2 against between the Pampanga Giant Lanterns and the Bataan Risers. For my partner, Aldo Panlilio, for Gianna Lianes, this has been Javi Pananya. Stay tuned for Pampanga versus Bataan. This has been the Marikina Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.